Greetings, greetings. And the bells are reminding me I'm alive. I love it when it says go live. So, hello, everybody. Hello, Victor. Do you stay in Sedona, you lucky boy? Wow. So, yeah, here we are again in this beautiful, magical green planet called Earth. What exciting times and exciting energy is just popping all over the place. Yeah. I am live. I've put myself up here. Sometimes I forget all the things I'm supposed to do. Oh, I'm feeling extraordinarily blessed. I can't stop going green at the moment. Um, I am working with other things, but the green is just blessing me so much. Every time I go outside, I am just being cloaked and showered in the amazing green emerald heart of the forest and of the earth and of Mother Gaia. And wow, she is really, just revealing so much of herself to me. It's been a long road. It has been a long road. It didn't just happen, but it's just happening now, which is awesome. Thank you, Victor. Yeah. So just, so much insights into trees, but I'll share those just now. Just see, there is something I did. I was actually thinking of you and I put it up on my community page. What was it? What is it about? I forgot. Oh, right. Every now and again, I listen to a redacted, and I don't like to get into all this wada. But they did say that now it's big news in the UK that they are actually going to be. Hello, my darling. Oh, that's fine. It's okay. It's fine. I'll send it to you. I just would love one of those crystals. Would also like keep me connected to the group, but also I'm very particular to. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I wanted one of those Himalayan things, those Himalayan crystals, and I wanted to know I don't even know if they're doing delivery to Germany at the moment, but how much it would cost. They were really so like reasonable, but they were those clear ones. I think it was a whole €5 or $5 or whatever. But thanks for being here. Yeah. So I was just saying, I'm just being totally greened out, which I feel like a spinach leaf. I'm trying hard to find a sense of humor, but it's eluding me at the moment. I'm just green. But yeah, I did put on my community page, and it'll also be interesting to Chloe, that they are now officially wanting to cool the air from the UK, which means that they're going to put all that the crisscross sky. But go and read it or like just skim through it. I was actually wondering if it's redacted. Redacted. I like his stuff every now and again. I listen to a little bit. But this he always like backs it up with lots of facts. I remember reading or hearing it. It was with the Maui stuff, so that's like 3 years ago or something. It almost felt like this a repeat, but I think there was new information. And the chemicals and all that fabulous snow that you get, Chloe, and there's all the patents for like the last 100 years or so of changing the weather and how long they've been playing. It's packed full of information. So either read it or just pass it on and just spread it out there, let other people have their wobbles. We know they're doing that, but the more people that know, I mean, it's scary. It's not just cooling down the skies. And as he says, if you cool down the skies in the United Kingdom, but this is like really hot, big news at the moment now from the UK. It's obviously not going to stay in the UK, as I said a while ago. Sorry, guys, but you do drink my pee. Sooner or later, you are going to be drinking my pee, and likewise, I will be breathing in your pee as well, because it just all like travels around the earth. So that's just got like a lot of facts. Um, and I remember there was a thing there that. It's called Peels, and I just thought, oh, we don't even get that. It's a thing done by Bill Gates, and he coats like a lacquer, shellac over the vegetables and the fruit, And I bought an avocado pear with peels because we have to have the stickers on, so it's got a peel stickers. And I was like, I thought, what the heck is this doing in Germany? I was really surprised. And this avocado never went actually ripe, but it rotted from the inside. It was really very unhealthy. So I just tell people if you just, I haven't seen it again, but if you do see anything with peels on it, I would strongly suggest that you don't buy it. I don't know what the heck's in that stuff, but it's not healthy. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful earth. So I'm still very much in Easter mode and greening mode and alive mode, actually. I think that's what it is. It doesn't want to go away at the moment. It's kind of really hanging in there. I am doing a lot of the rainbow body, which is what I'm really, well, I'll say what, but I'm working with so many things at the moment, somehow consolidating it. But Lindsay, my darling, how are you? So much love. Think of you a lot, my sweetheart. Think of you a lot. And yeah, it's just amazing how everything has just gone boom. And we are so lucky here. It's greener than Ireland, where I live. Yeah. It's really emerald green. So the earth is really talking, and we tend to forget how amazing the trees are. But let's do a quick cleaning because that is really very important. Josh, nice to see that you're also lighting some stuff and keeping that. We'll be doing this 24 hours around the clock for everybody soon, which will be really awesome. So let's work with my amazing new tree of life. And these are just getting bigger and bigger. So really tune in. And I'm just really feel called to maybe talk about the green for another couple of days because it's really greening for many of us. And just tune into the greening. Yeah. It's in Millie. Where's Millie? Oh, Millie. Bless you. So let's really work. Millie, I sent you a crazy email. Just click on it. It's one of those things about the herb plants, the herbs and the healing, and it's really written like you're talking to somebody, so you actually don't but a lot of wisdom. I was very blessed. My mother had a lot of wisdom, so but it's really, yeah, I liked what I read there. But there is another one. I'm not sure if that's the one, but yeah, please get your oils out. Still being there was somebody who is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and has been like that for the last 2,000 years. So yeah, so I don't know if that's useful, but anyway, there are quite a few out there, and they're not that expensive. And if you don't like it, you can send it back anyway. You can read it. I used to work at a bookshop, and we were taught how to read the books from the shelf. So you learn to read like this, and then you put the books back in the bookshelf. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's such a wonderful journey, and you make all these wonderful things and hair products. We went through that road many years back. Now there's very little I use. It just happens that you move into another phase in life. Okay, so really just acknowledging our temple and our sacred tree of life, and just tuning into the new growth and the newness. We're definitely in a whole new energy. This is a whole new ball game, guys. Anyway, before I forget, there's this big smiley in the sky tonight, actually, the 25th. It's two planets, it's Venus and I don't know if it's really real. So check it out. It's Venus and Saturn with the smiley underneath. So it looks like a smiley. And they were just saying it's like the universe telling us and reminding us that it's really just time to smile. And as I've been saying for a while now, forget that trauma, move over it. If you haven't, build a bridge. We used to say, just build a bridge. And the more that you work with it, the more that you work and make it your power, the less it actually bites you on the bum. So if you're just dwelling in your trauma, you're just going to be constantly bitten on the bum. Okay, so let us anoint our most magnificent tree of life, our beautiful holy temple. I hope you have some oil, and if you haven't, just use your finger and awakening and opening this incredible third eye. Oh, I feel like, who was that? There was that story by Tolkien about tree beard. Okay. And the chakras are doing, though, they're just opening all over the place, guys. There's no rules at the moment. This is like free fighting, like, what do they call that when they do that mixed martial arts and knuckle fight? It's like completely free fighting. Everything's open, everything's available. We're all moving this way and that way, and it's like it's so exciting. So opening up this, and thank God for Victor. Jump. Oh wow, this should be getting tender. I hope it's getting really sensitive in you guys. The Buddhists actually will put there's this tiny little hole, and they will actually put a little straw in their head like an antenna, but we're not quite there. Okay, Scotty, it's my best number. My son was born that day. Oh, this is like a big star right now, like a snowflake star. So enjoy all 16 petals vibrating and singing and dancing. Da, da, da. Please try singing and talking in tongues or whatever you do. It's really nice. Awakening our beautiful heart, which is just radiating. It's the whole dial. And if you don't like the station, just sit and change it. Yeah, it's not very difficult to change the station. Just don't give yourself time to wallow too long in any of the shit that's coming up. I mean, obviously it's coming up, and just let it bloop, let it bloop, let it bloop. Yeah. Otherwise, as Josh was saying, I don't know, I spoke about it a few months ago, where the body, you forget, you've forgotten the trauma, but the body still remembers the trauma. So you're still addicted to all that shit. Isn't it beautiful? Hey, it's my badge. I'm working with, I've been working with fairies my whole life. So I've been writing a fairy book at the moment with my mother. And I've been doing a lot of stuff. But the trees are just shouting at me. And now we've gone into the elves. So I will hopefully just get through this quickly. And don't forget these beautiful temples. And honor this beautiful temple. And just while we're at this, please be aware of what you're putting into your body. What everything is energy, everything is vibration. So and just be aware of the food. Bless it. That's really important. The water. Bless it. What goes in through your eyes, what goes in through your nose, what goes in through your ears, especially social media, books, music, in the mall, wherever you are. Yeah, I did. I took quite a deep dive after being in town. It actually was like a little, it was really hectic days. It was a very, very, very busy Easter, and then the Pope died as well. So we had a really busy Easter time this year, and it was just like awakening to the divine feminine. So who knows what's happening? I don't really want to know too much what's happening. Some people are really crazy out there. So let us just bless. I've been working with this for many years. It's called Spiritual Guide. You can, as an incense, if you can burn whatever you like to burn, but I do like, I'm lazy, and it's just really quick, and it's just something that always, it just evokes a lot of memories for me, and it's good for my meditation, and it has a lot of good memories to it. So let's get ourselves into our 0 point, which is in the heart, awakening and clearing the higher chakras and awakening and clearing the lower chakras, and coming back into the Chloe. Coming back into, well, we're in the stillness of the heart. I wish I read to my children, and they just listened for hours. I had to read to them for hours. They never went to sleep with my voice. I'm feeling like to bring a beautiful spiral of growth and to awaken this beautiful green flame, this beautiful green emerald in our heart. So, and remember, smoke is really good because it goes all over the place. If you're working with a spray, it doesn't go all over the place. It's very good. Smoke goes all over the place. And of course, sound goes even more over the place. I really recommend that you listen to some frequency. Just choose the one. There's some really good, go through. You'll find one that you do like. You can do the 369, which works on the bass. You can do the 639 or the 693, which works on the heart, and then the 963, which kilohertz, which works on the head. But choose what you like. What is it? 528, I think, is awakening and healing the heart. If you just go through some, you'll find something that you like. Or put it on in the background when you go to sleep, because it's just a beautiful way to clear and heal and yet again just get rid of the buildup that we have of the calcifications of all the crystals in our body. So that's what we want to do. We want to be tra-la-la, take lots of walks, don't forget to hug a tree. This is the best, yeah. 528 is really nice. It's awakening, but it's actually the heart. And sometimes I don't know about this, but there was a couple of years ago, I trust the Germans always. They like to put things into formulas. I know where I get it from. But some guy had developed a whistle, like you have a dog whistle. And it's a whistle that works at 528. So it's kind of bypassing the love frequency, which we create automatically when we do 528 when we awaken our love. I do agree it's what comes first, the chicken or the egg. Sometimes it's good to work with. Absolutely. But sometimes you need a little bit of a push. But I'm not so sure about just blowing the whistle all the time. I think we have to do a little more work. This is part of the age where we're going in, which is what is going to be real and what isn't going to be real. We will be very, very glad and grateful that we were in the transition phase and that we still knew what a real voice sounded like. Yeah, I just saw somebody was like really begging somebody not to use AI generated images of the Indian gods. He says their eyes have totally freaked out, and please not to take. And I to some extent I do agree a lot. But I agree with all sides at the moment. It's very complicated. So I just go with the trees right now. So, oh wow, I'm really working beautifully with this. And dwell on it, really just sit and think about it, because it's changing the meaning of eternity. And whichever way, it's like a 4-leafed clover. So working up and down. For me, I'm still boring here, just working with it, coming to the still point in the center of the heart and encompassing this beautiful halo at the top, and then this beautiful, like this rich reds and magenta embroidered halo at the bottom, sinking ourselves down to the bottom and clicking up to the top. So from the center point of our heart, may it radiate out with perfection and beauty and magnificence and pure energy of clear and crystal with little twinkles of rainbow rose quartz. And awakening our higher chakras and clearing our higher chakras. and grounding into the earth, the absolute magnificence of Gaia. If you can't get your feet on the ground, put your hands on the ground. I hear you, Scotty, I hear you. And it's about just making new commitments. I'm feeling that we're just so strongly making new commitments at the moment. I know we should be slowing down, but I think it's coming like really fast. For some of us, it's like really huge. Such beautiful stuff. I really didn't want to like start talking about the emerald green heart because I've been really wanting to just, that's like was given to me to just focus again. I started working with the rainbow body and the Buddha and the rainbow body in the late 80s. Yeah, late 80s. It just happened one day, actually. I was so busy, so I used to meditate. You know, those meditations that you're not supposed to do when you're driving a car, those ones. But no, it was a breathing one. And I wish I could remember what the formula was. It was quite a radical formula. And I would do this every morning because my kids went to school far away. So I used to have what I called white line fever. And I'd drive them to school and come back and work, and then go back. So it was crazy. So I would get my meditating and my clearing and studying in the car. And the next thing, I just had this Buddha in my car, this rainbow Buddha. And he's never really left. You know? So sometimes I just make him grow. Do you know that we are the only creation, according to Greg Braden, that can change our energetics by will? So we can make our heart get bigger and we can expand our energy, or we can contract our energy by will. I suppose some plants can do it, like the Venus flytrap and the acacia, but you get what I mean. And we can change our energy, our thought forms at will. Yeah? I mean, you can make a dog. You train a dog to change. Oh, dogs. Oh, there's so much happening, guys. Yeah, and the animals are getting it first. So that's why I didn't know why I was getting all this stuff. But if you've been listening to me for a little while, and our fight or flight ability, absolutely. Yeah. I like that thing that we can change, that we can expand and contract, because we've been doing that without really realizing that we're the only creation that can do this. Isn't it so exciting? Aren't we just so special? I take so much for granted because I've just always been weird. And people tell me I'm crazy. So I said, that I know, you didn't have to tell me that. I could have told you many years ago and saved you the problem of coming to that conclusion. So, but I'm working, and if you're going to hear this a lot from me, is working with rose quartz and just putting, but rose quartz with like a tinge of rainbow. That's just what's all out there and around, and I'm just making it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger every moment that I can remember to do it. So find whatever you're doing for whatever moment you need to just put some more energy out there. So we're making it go even faster because we want it to go faster, but are we coping? So who knows? Time will tell. We're just like riding the stream at the moment. And thank God that we have beautiful groups that we can just come and rest and create together with and share some of our energy with. So let's just see what I have been finding. It's gone crazy. I've been working with other things as well, but let's just, because we're going out into greenness, where am I? Um, there. Okay. So I hope you got me there. Yeah. So this was moss. This came up for me hugely. I was working with well the five elements, but I haven't even got there. I'm just stuck with the still silence of moss, which is so ancient, and then it's gone into this beautiful little children's story and sigils. But here we go. These are the trees, the elementals of the trees, and they are just so green. And they are so alive and they are so fresh. So please go out, breathe in the fresh air. It's just so important. Next week it's gone. So quickly it's going. So, and PG reminded me that I got a badge. I said, "Oh, did I get a badge?" Yes, I got it. It's really ancient. And I tend to forget that I've been doing this now for a couple of years and I've been talking to the trees like often nothing with nothing, but I just like force myself to do it and just get rid of the intense pain and grief that I've had to deal with. These are beautiful sigils, so enjoy them. These are of the new earth, of the new Eden codes which are coming in. So drink them in. Maybe I'll put these up on, because remember, we're all stars and we're all green. And without the trees, just go and ask the trees, what are they giving us? Guys, without the trees, we got no oxygen, yeah? And they need all the sunshine. So, and we get the trees, the leaves of the trees are there for our healing. So, been working hugely with this moss queen who's very, very ancient. She's even older than the trees. So it's not really the trees. Then the elves jumped in. But how beautiful is that? It's just like, that's just a singing, dancing tree. I do often hear the trees singing, more the birds singing golden song. And the bird song actually awakens the whatever that is. It's not the mitochondria that absorb the energy, that absorb the sunlight and create photosynthesis. So the bird song actually awakens. It's like this whole symphony of nature. They actually awaken the leaves. Yeah. That's why I'm just and yeah, it's reprogramming itself every single day. So it's so important to eat a little bit of green because this might look like this tomorrow, and tomorrow it's different, and the next day it's slightly different. So if you can just put a little bit of parsley, obviously, if you're blessed enough to have your own food growing in your garden, then enjoy it. Yeah, the elves. Where are the elves from? And this is what I see a lot. So when you're walking, you're welcome to visualize it for yourself as well. Is just standing under the trees, and they just shower gold on well, on me, on us, on everybody, whoever's walking around. So I'm very lucky that I do have very beautiful trees and very beautiful clean air here, which is why I've been like really working with the moss because I've always loved the moss here, which I know it's like on all the trees. I must take some pictures of it, but that only comes when there's clean air. Yeah. So these are just the trees showering. So when you're out, just stand under a tree and allow that gold to shower. I did mention it yesterday. I was doing some work with Kelly, and she was doing Kelly Kolodny. She's actually doing a lot of the golden showers at the moment. But I don't think that's here. I had a thing. I mean, I don't know where I'm going, guys. I'm going with the elves, and that was my story. It's got a bit of color. This is the cloak of silence. I never thought I would do invisibility, but it's very connected with the elves and who they are. But you can for providing. Yeah, I appreciate. Thank you. Well, thank you, Scotty. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate your comments and yeah, just feed a little bit. It's what it's here for, and then go and use it and make your own. And it's just so beautiful to watch the people in this group, just starting channels and things. Yeah. Oh. I was thinking with who Victor was talking about the owls. It was because PG and I started at the beginning of the year. We were going to start on the Wednesday because I said the year started with what the fuck, WTF. First was a Wednesday, but we started on the next week, I think. Yeah. And I went outside and I really connected with owls. Oh, it was like so wise and wonderful. And Josh just blessed us so much with Saint Germain. It was very, very special. So yeah, as I say, it's like if I could do something else, I've been trying, but this just keeps like jumping at me and it won't let me go. So I want to just tell you a little bit about the elves. And I've got this incredible sigil which came up and they did it. And when was it? It was about 3 weeks ago. I was doing a meditation and I got this weird, I'm drawn. It's like a 3 triangles in a row with a stick going down and across. And then it was like just so much golden energy from the Elohim. And I was singing and chanting and all that. I'm going to do a lot of chanting. You can really do this. As I've said, we're working up to Wasik. We've got the new moon coming up on the 27th. This is like, it's about the gold, the rainbow body. So the energy is there. It's the most powerful full moon of the year coming up, this Taurus one. So find maybe a nice long meditation or some music that relates to it. Yeah, and this I didn't know. So it was. I can't find it. Yeah. But yeah, let's just do a small invocation to the trees for healing, strength, and sacred communication. And it was just also something many years ago when I was like writing about my life, and I did it in pictures because I was quite blind. And wherever there's trauma in your life, if you stop and think, there's always a tree. What's the third one? There's tree, there's music. You might not find an angel, but there will always be some kind of music, and there will always be a tree that features, whether it's the tree that was on the corner or whatever. It might not be a tree in your garden, but just be aware of it. So, and how deep rooted the wisdom of the trees are, and some, as we know, are here for a very, very long time, and they just stand very still in their huge silence and strength. And you can ask the trees anything. They've got knowledge of everything. So go off the path, and you don't have to hug a tree. You can just sit under a tree. You can hug it, of course, if you want to. You can climb it, but you can just sit with your back to it and just acknowledge it and tell them how beautiful they are. Look up. They are so beautiful. They are so big and gracious. Yeah. Okay. Oh, grandmothers and grandfathers of the green, keepers of earth's breath, rooted in silence, yet thunderous with wisdom, I stand before you in awe. You who drink starlight through your leaves and send messages in rivers of root light beneath the forest floor, I call to you now. Teach me the language of stillness. Teach me to listen with my skin, to speak with my presence, to remember the time before words. May your strength rise through my spine like sap in spring, unyielding, patient, true. May your healing wrap me in the rhythm of rain on bark and the pulse of morning dew. O great ones, crowned in green majesty, wrap the world in your ancient knowing. Let your breath cleanse the grief of the earth. May I walk as kin amongst you, gentle, listening, full of reverence. Let my heart bloom in your shade and my soul root in your grace. So be it, and so it is. Angela, hello. PG there. Hello, PG. Yes, owls. Yeah, you were talking about owls. They are amazing. Love you too, Josh. Yeah, I think also the green right now is very, very reflective, and the healing. There's so much healing, but rapid healing of Saint of Raphael, the Archangel Raphael, right now. So, I mean, obviously, we're going to be healing, 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 healing for a long time, but just huge reminder: we don't have to keep healing the same shit over and over again. Just get on with life and laugh at it. If you missed it, there's a happy smiley face in the sky tomorrow, in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, it's there. And it's two interesting planets. It'll be interesting what Kebe has to say about it, Karen, because it is Pluto, not Pluto, Saturn and Venus. And remember, we've moved into Venus. Venus is just awesome. And we've moved into the bull, which is just slow and steady and so huge and still. And the bull is very dear to Shiva's heart, which is it's one of my deep wishes is of devotion, and that's what he signifies. That he never really takes his eyes off source, energy, God, Shiva, and he's always there in absolute, just like rock steady, devotion. And then, of course, there's Fernando the bull, the one who just wanted to smell the flowers. So let's see how we're doing. Should I tell you a little bit about? I do think so, because I'm sure tomorrow I'll have something completely. I wanted to talk about, if I miss a day, then I miss a day. It's crazy. I absolutely love this. Love this tree. Maybe I must just leave it there where the elves. There's some elves. They come from a very. I was absolutely in love with that Lothlorien. It was my place to be in Lord of the Rings. I read that book a few times, but yeah, that was definitely my most very, very, very best space. So let's just see what came up here, and or just okay, where are the elves? The elves, they are the first light of Gaia, woven from the starlight that kissed the oceans when time was new. They are older than language, younger than flame, and internally in service to the harmony. Many come from realms we call Lemuria, inner earth, or the upper realms of the star trees. I like that. I'm going to the upper realms of the star trees, depending on which path your soul has wandered. What's his name? Lyle Johnson, Baxter. He's done a lot with Inner Earth in Sedona. Some dwell in invisible veils between the trees. These ones I understand, where the density of the world is thinner. Some live in higher octave earths, reaching only when the heart sings in purity and alignment. They are kin to the Devas, cousins to the Fae, and students of the Elohistic codes, the geometric breath that upholds all of creation. They're very special. They're like a whole another breed of something else. The elves are guardians of living memory, not history as humans know it, but soul memories stored in trees, in stones, in water drops. Sacred craft, the ability to weave healing into clothing, light into food, remembrance into song. Subtle communication. They speak in frequency, resonance, and gesture. A glance from an elf can calm storms or awaken ancient knowing. Above all, they are bridges between worlds, species, and timelines. And then this was this whole 3 triangle, which was just, it's like a really sacred geometric key, and it's known as the star weave. It's a triple triangle, and the first grounds you into Gaia, the second connects you to the star lineages, and the third is the inner flame of your soul, the remembering. So that's, yeah, we're not awakening anymore, guys. We are remembering. So, yeah, there's still quite a bit, but I think that I just want to just share that with you because I think it's just beautiful and important. I know we were talking about that a while ago, PG, about the elves. So the elves have come out to play with me. I wish I wasn't so serious, but I am serious. I really wish I could lighten up a little more. I used to go dancing and they used to like clear the stage for me, but then this amazing gay club. And then they would always tell me to smile. But they would also ask me what drugs I'm on. I'd say, no, just God, guys. Just God. God and crystals. Everybody must get stoned. So, and I just drank water. Suzette, that's okay. Mhm. Yeah, Josh is like it's like swan let it stick, you know that's they all stick onto the swan and go around. And I think they made the princess laugh. Mhm. Thanks for those awesome comments. So, Scotty, I really, I always love it when I can learn a little something too. So, that's it for today. Go and hug trees. Just go and breathe in green energy. Awaken your green dragon. Remember, it's the center balance, the still point in our heart. Green and gold is a really awesome combination. Just sit under a tree and enjoy the shower of gold. Lots of gold. And yeah, start chanting. Listen to the trees. Sing to the trees. You know, there's some beautiful music out there, which the trees have done. Yeah. Oh, they're just such a tap of energy, you know. Oh, can you hear my geese? Where are we going next, Josh? Well, I am going to go into Elven land and Elven speak, and I'm going to talk to the ancient trees. But yeah, don't miss this opportunity as they're awakening. So we've only got a little window. Try not to miss that window of being out in nature at the moment. So I said, if you can't get your feet on the ground, which obviously is the best, even better if you can lie on the ground with your tummy on the ground and your heart into the ground. But do just connect and trust the trees to heal the heart. Yeah, I think everybody that's been miserable and lonely and sad and traumatized has managed to find some kind of solace in nature. Yeah, or even if it's a plant. Okay. So much love, everybody. Beautiful sunbeams, beautiful beings of light. I hope I wake up and pop into Victor in the golden dawn, which is really special. And love you, everybody. And thank you so much for being here. And yeah, 4. Love you guys. Bye. See you tomorrow. Ciao, bye.